Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. We're going to start it in just a minute. I just want to make sure that we give time for a couple of people to join in, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Matt Johnson, and I'm here in Sylva, North Carolina. And you may recognize me. I do all of the training and the videos that we do here at SFREP. And I want to welcome you to one of our webinars. This is the first one we've done in quite a little while, but we're going to be doing a whole lot more of them. This one just happens to be on our website's service that we're launching today, but we're going to be doing a lot more of these as we get into the process of launching appraise-it Pro as well. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot of these where we'll show you how things work. We'll kind of introduce you to what we're doing here, keep you abreast of what's going on. So this is one of many that you'll be seeing in the very near future. If you, for whatever reason, aren't able to make this one and you're watching this in the future, hello from the past, and we will be doing another one of these tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, so you'll be able to ask questions as well. Also, if you're watching this in the future and after this stream has already concluded, you are welcome to also ask questions in the comment section for this video. The comments should be down below or to the right, depending on how you're watching this. Go ahead and ask any questions you have, and our team, including myself, will answer any questions that you might have. And as I go through this video, go ahead and post your questions that you might have now. I'll be answering those coming up here in a little while. But what we are announcing today and what we're actually launching today are SFREP websites. Now, if you want to follow along and maybe do this while you're watching this, you are more than welcome to. SFREPwebsites.com is where you're going to want to go. And it has its own domain, real easy to get to. You'll be able to sign up there. Now, the way that the sign up process is going to work is, and this is kind of the philosophy that we want with all of our products, including websites, is we want to make it as easy for you as possible. By the way, there is a thunderstorm going on right now. So if you hear some rumble or some loud white noise, that is just the rain hitting the roof of our building here. In North Carolina, it seems like it has not stopped raining for about a month. Anyway, if basically we're going to take care of everything for you. Okay. So when you go to SFREPwebsites.com, it's going to ask you for, as a matter of fact, I think I can go ahead and pull that up for you now so that you can see what it's going to look like. So we'll go over here. We'll go to www.sfrepwebsites. Let's see. And you'll see it's going to ask you some very simple things. It's going to ask you for your first name, your last name, your email address, and for you to set a password. And then once you have done all of that, all that you are going to need to do is fill out this registration form right here. And basically, we're just going to ask you some very quick questions, mostly check boxes here. Then we'll ask you a couple other questions down here at the bottom. And then all you're going to need to do is simply wait. And then we will take care of everything for you. Now, inside the website, inside our website site, there's a lot of really cool goodies that you can take a look at. We'll have we have 3 templates right now. We're going to be adding a lot more here coming up. But you'll be able to take a look at each of these templates. You can even decide if you want to look at the desktop version, the iPad version, and the mobile version. Now, this is really important because one of the most important things with websites is making sure that mobile is taken care of. Because if someone visits your website from an iPad or a iPhone or any type of phone or any type of touch device, it's important that your website caters to those people, because Google, in the way that it indexes a website, it looks at whether your website is mobile capable. And websites that are mobile capable, those filter up to the top of the search results. So that's definitely something you're going to want. When you go in there, you can look at the preview of the different websites. This one is for desktop. And then here's another one here. You can also look at it on a mobile. This is what it looks like when you take a look at it when it's formatted for an iPad. So let's take a look at why you need a website and what it can do for you. 78% of Americans use the web regularly. Now, out of those, think about how many are looking for an appraiser for various reasons. If it's a homeowner, maybe they need it for estate reasons or to gauge what they need to sell their house for. Maybe they want to put it in their will. Now, 9 times out of 10, what they're going to do is they're going to go to Google and do a search. And what you need to make sure is that your company comes up in that search. Now, for banks, they may be looking for different appraisers in the area. And where's the first place they're going to look? They're going to go to the web. They may also look for your company if someone else recommends you. And you want to make sure that you can be found and look as professional as you can. They're sure as heck not going to be looking for you in the yellow pages because, let's be honest, when was the last time any of us cracked open the yellow pages to look for anything? So why should you get your website through us? Well, you know that customer service and tech support that you love? Yeah, that's the stuff. We will take care of everything for you from start to finish, and we'll be available to make sure that everything goes smoothly every step of the way. We'll even be there to help you set up a domain and take care of the hosting. We'll be your contact. You won't get handed off to some third-party company. All the people that you know and love that you talk to in our tech support and sales department, they're going to be your contacts from the beginning of this process all the way through to the end and when you want to maintain your website. Your SFREP website is going to be professionally branded just for you, and it won't look like anybody else's website. You also have all the modern tools to ensure your website is highly ranked in Google and Bing search results. That is the holy grail, and we're going to make sure that when someone does that search, that you are going to show up in those first search results, so that you know you are the person that they are going to want to go to first. We also offer easy monthly payment plans that include everything. No hidden costs. We don't do contracts. And remember, custom built websites can run into the thousands of dollars, and they probably still won't look as good as the stuff that we're going to do for you. So just keep that in mind. The value is there. So let's take a so basically what we've been doing is we have been testing these websites with some select people in a beta test phase. And honestly, they've really liked it. We've loved the feedback that they've given us. And they've even written some emails to us that have said some really nice things. Roseanne said, "I can't say enough about how easy you and your team have made this process. Well, I know that a web presence is important. I'm an appraiser, not a web page designer. I have had a very basic web page for years, but it takes time and knowledge of the ins and outs to make a really nice professional looking website. You and your team have each made this so easy. It started with a 15-minute list of basic questions, and you asked me about my business. Then you ran with what I gave you." And actually, I have her website here pulled up. And you can see she's a appraisal agency of Greenville Incorporated. And this is the website that we've created now. These websites are still a work in progress, but these are the ones that we made her for her business during the beta test phase. And all we basically do is we just get that information from you that is in this website information questionnaire that you'll take. And then someone calls you, we get a little bit more information, and then we walk you through the process step by step so that you can have a website that you're happy with. And as you can see, it's a very interactive website. It has some really cool HTML4 or HTML5 elements. None of this is Flash. It works really well on whether it's an iPad or an Android tablet or an Android phone or an iPhone. And this is the desktop version. We also heard from Mark Addison, and Mark writes, "I was contacted by SFREP in August about creating a website. I was extremely busy at the time and wondered if I had enough time to wrestle with starting a new project. Boy, was I surprised. The SFREP team took all the stress away and made this one of the easiest processes I've ever gone through. All I had to do was answer a few simple questions about my business, and the team did the rest. The website is professional and provided the information that I want to convey to potential and current clients. There are plenty of ways to customize the content of your website, and I'm confident that the SFREP team can help you as well. That was some nice things that they said, and we're gonna let you know what they said and all the good stuff. But this is what we're launching today. You can actually go to, like I said, and I'll put the link in the comments for this video. It's sfrepwebsites.com. You can go there, visit it now. The way it'll work is you'll choose that username, that password, enter your email, and then one of our salespeople will contact you to get all the payment information squared away. And then they'll hand you off at a time that's convenient for you to one of our technical support people who will get everything squared away, set up, and then our team of web designers will go at it and get your website and get it designed in a timely manner. Could take a week or so, and they'll give you kind of a proof, let you see what it looks like. You can make some changes and that. So with all of that being said, and I'm looking over here at my other monitor. I have two monitors on this computer. We can take a look at some questions. Now, if you have any questions, all you have to do is type them in the comments, whether it's live right now or later on, and myself or Amanda or one of our other team members will be happy to answer any questions that you might have. So a couple of the questions we've had come in. Where should I buy my domain? You can buy your domain wherever you choose. And if you already have a domain, because you have like maybe an existing simplistic website, we can definitely use that. All we'll need to know is your login information so that we can repoint your domain for you. However, we can take care of the domain setup. We can walk you through that. Now, we don't actually sell domains, but we can go through and we can, with you, go ahead and purchase a domain. We like to use Google Domains. I have a separate video about that on our YouTube account. So if you just go to youtube.com/SFREPINC, it will show you how you can actually purchase a domain through Google Domains. But if you don't want to do that, don't worry about that. We will walk you through that and we'll help you out with that. Another question we have, what kind of things will I need to do before my website requirement form? Let's see. What kind of things will I need to do before I get my website? There we go. I can't read today for some reason. So like I said, basically all you're going to need to do is go to sfrepwebsites.com, enter your information. So let's see, sfrepwebsites.com. Here you'll just enter your first name, your last name, your email address, and then you'll choose a password. You'll click on proceed to choose template. And also there will be a requirements form that you fill out. Once again, just fill out this form. It's real simple. There's like maybe 7 questions here. You enter your email address, your contact number, your information. That's it. And then we will take care of everything for you from there. Because one of the things we want to make this is as easy as possible on you, because that's kind of our selling point. We're really good at customer service. We want to make sure that that there's no hassle to you, that we're going to take care of everything for you. So basically you just have to tell us what you want and then we'll make it for you. Some other questions we have here. Can you make me a logo? Absolutely. We can make you a logo. Now, if you already have a logo, we can use that. It's best if you have a high resolution PNG or EPS of your logo, something that's either vectored or at least has a transparent background. If you don't know what any of that is, don't worry. Whoever designed your logo should have that, or they should have given it to you. So if they gave you a zip file or just a packet that's in a folder somewhere, you can just send those contents to us and we'll take care of the rest. Now, if you don't have that and you just maybe have like a JPEG of your logo or something, we might be able to work with that. We'll take it on a case-by-case basis. But if you don't have a logo, we can make a kind of a basic logo for you that you can then use for your business, and we'll put it on your website. If you look over at, let me pull up hers again. So if you look over at this example website we made for Appraisal Agency of Greenville, I believe they already had that logo, but we may have made that. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that. But if you don't have a logo to go here, we can most certainly make one for you. That is no problem at all. Let's see what else we have. What should my domain be? That's really up to you. A couple of tips that I would have if you're trying to choose a domain. make sure your domain is easy to remember. Okay. Now, I started a business a while back. And one of the things that I made sure with my business, I don't want to go over what it is and link to it or anything, but one of the things that I set out for is to try to have a domain for your business that is easy for you to tell someone. Think about giving them the address over the phone. Don't think about how it's going to look when it's linked, like it's on a business card or something like that. You want to make it something simple so that someone over the phone can easily just go to it. So you don't want a lot of dashes and underscores and hyphens and hard to spell words. Good example is our website, SFREP.com. Real simple, Pepsi.com, Coca-Cola.com or Coke.com. Those are really easy for you to be able to tell someone. Also, try to either stay with a .com or a .us. Those are real easy for people who've seen them before. .us is a little bit less common, but it's still easy for you to say. A lot of times if a .com is already taken, because the internet's been around for a while and a lot of people have taken a lot of websites already, if a .com is not available, a lot of times what you can do is you can do a .us and you'll be able to find an open website that you can use that way. And that's still pretty easy for people to tell. And .us, by the way, that's what's called a top-level domain. That's the top-level domain for the United States. So .ca is for Canada, .uk is for the United Kingdom, etc. Should I have a blog and why? Really up to you. A blog is really good for engagement, for getting people to come back to your website. So the main purpose of your website's probably going to be, hey, use me as an appraiser. Here's some information. Here's all about me so that you can choose whether you want to use my services as an appraiser. But if you have a blog on your website, that is going to get more engagement. It's going to give people a reason to come back and take a second look at your website, take a third look at your website, keep coming back to see what else you posted. So that's up to you. One cool thing is the first 25 people who sign up for SFREP websites, blog is free. So you may want to take advantage of that. So if you do want that engagement to bring people back to your website, would highly recommend a blog. But just make sure that you write to it like maybe weekly. Give people a reason to keep coming back. So don't just write 2 articles and then forget about it. You'll want to definitely keep that engagement up. What kind of maintenance comes with my websites? Okay, so you get 2 hours of free maintenance included. And in that setup fee, each additional hour is $35. So if you need to make some substantial changes, most small changes, text changes will definitely be less than an hour. But you get the 2 free hours. So make sure, and that when I say updates, that doesn't include the blog. That means making changes like change your address or maybe change around the look of the website or what you have in the About Me section, things like that. How much? Of course. How much is the setup fee? How much is the monthly cost? Setup fee is $100, and that includes us setting the whole shebang up for you, getting your domain. Now, the domain will be a little bit extra. I believe right now those are running $15 a year. That'll be a separate charge that you'll get through Google or whoever your domain provider would be. That'll be separate from us, but factor that into the equation, but it's not expensive. But all the other setup, us taking the time to make sure that everything is working for you, designing the website, getting it all put together, that's included in that $100 setup fee. And then the monthly charge is $49 per month. That includes the hosting, the traffic, us maintaining the security of your website, keeping everything up and running for you so that you don't have to worry about it. It's just the $49 per month fee. Let's see if we have any other questions. I use SFREP, but I have a website with a la mode Mercury. Can I use that domain? As long as you can talk to them and get control of the domain is yours, okay? So as long as you can get access to the domain registry, maybe that would include being able to transfer that domain to another provider, say over to Google. That is something you can do. So I don't know how they set up the actual domains, but it is your domain. You own it. Alamo and Mercury does not own the domain. So if you want to move that domain, just contact them, say, hey, I want to transfer the domain over to Google or whoever, and then we can help you with that on our end and facilitate getting that transferred over. Our tech support people, they know about all this stuff, and they'll walk you through it and get it all squared away for you. Okay. Well, I think that's all the questions we have now. Remember, if you weren't here for this live stream at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, it's the internet. Nothing goes away. So just simply comment any questions or comments that you have to the right or to below. It depends on how you've got it, how you're watching this video. But to the right or below, add some comments to this video, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. Tonight, tomorrow. We'll also be doing another one of these live streams tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Let's see. Mikey has a question. Let's see. I coincidentally am in the process of having a website built by a web designer colleague of mine. The bare bones of the website design, color, scheme, logo, layout, etc. are already built. I was currently in the process. I have to expand. This is a little bit longer. Currently process of customizing the content. I hate to have my colleagues' work to go to waste. Will you be able to duplicate my already existing website? Will your websites have email domains with multiple email addresses? Will the websites have a tool page where potential clients will be able to directly contact me via email from the site to order an appraisal, just contact us, general questions and info. Let's see. It's a long question here. Will we be able to duplicate my already existing website? We use a template base. Okay. So it won't look exactly like that. Our websites will look, the way that our templates are. So keep that in mind. We're more into, instead of copying an existing website, an existing work, we're going to be doing ours from scratch. So the short answer to that would be no. It would look like one of our templates. We start with a template and then we can customize it. But as far as reproducing an already done website that another web designer has done, no. And really, that's generally, there's some copyright concerns there as well, because they're creating the website for you. So depends on what you would. It even depends on what you would like worked out on who owns the content of the website and who owns the design. So will the websites have a tool page where potential clients? That's something we can definitely build for you. No problem at all. It comes with basic contact forms, but we can modify those forms so that they fill out the information in a web form, and then it emails you with all the contents of that web form for ordering purposes. So yeah, absolutely, that's something we can do for you. All right, well, guys, I hope that all of you have a wonderful Wednesday, a wonderful week coming up. Now is a great time for me to also mention, I was just in Las Vegas for a week for Appraisal Summit. I'm here this week back in North Carolina, and then I am leaving on Sunday to go back to Las Vegas for Valuation Expo. So if you're going to be at Valuation Expo, we're going to be at the Flamingo on the Strip in Las Vegas. And if you're going to be going to Valuation Expo, or if you haven't even considered going, you might want to go to their website. Just look up Valuation Expo. You can still get tickets, and they have really cheap room rates. You can come by. You can do some continuing education. You can go to some seminars, and then myself and Wayne, the owner of the company, will be there to answer questions and show you Appraise-it Pro and things like that. So if you're going to be in Las Vegas next week, please come by and see me. I'd love to talk to you and show you Appraise-it Pro, which is currently in beta test phase. And we're hoping to start rolling it out to customers very soon. The beta test is going really well. We're about to release our second beta, I think this week, and expand the beta. And then once we're kind of happy with where it is, we'll start rolling it out to you guys. So we're getting really close. We're getting really close, I promise. If you have any questions, you can email me directly, matt@sfrep.com, or you can use training@sfrep.com. If you're interested in being a beta tester for Appraise-it Pro or any other projects that we have coming up, you're welcome to send an email with all your contact details to beta@sfrep.com. I'm Matt, and thanks a lot for joining us today. Once again, remember, if you have any questions now or later, if you're watching this in the future, just leave a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we see them and can gather that information for you. Thanks a lot, and I hope that all of you have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful weekend coming up. Thanks a lot.